Big Reds.
And good evening to you. Welcome to Bennett Stumpfield at Parkersburg City Park. We bring you more great high school baseball action as PHS will be going up against Marietta High School in an interstate matchup. This is the final home matchup of the season for PHS. Just had a very nice senior ceremony honoring 3 seniors, and now we're getting ready to play some baseball in just a bit. My name is Mike Cameron. Great to be with you. Joining me tonight, Macho Bob. And last night,
and number 95.
It was a rough game for PHS. It did not get a hit. They got mowed down by a very good pitcher from St. Albans. But now they get to put that one to bed. They get to go up against a team that they've played before, they beat before this year. And with the revelry of senior night, maybe put that one to bed and finish the season strong.
Well, unfortunately for me, I thought they were celebrating us as seniors.
Senior citizens, maybe.
We most certainly didn't get any pregame pizza. We had 0 celebration for us. This is for the Parkersburg High School seniors, and I'm gonna put a little spin on this tonight. This is a big game for the Big Reds because they're 13-13.
Right.
If they win this one, they've got one more remaining home game. They're going to finish at least 500. That's got to be a goal for them to finish 500 or above.
Right.
So let's make this a big game for them to get above the 500 mark, taking on a cross the rival Marietta Tigers.
Alan Burns, though, I mean, I know he had probably just said to his guys, let's go out strong, as you said. Last night was something that we can probably quickly forget about and move on and see what you can do against this Marietta team. Again, they've played this team before. Marietta coming in with a bit of a short-handed team. They only brought 11 with them today. So that means 9 in the lineup, plus a pitcher, plus a guy on the bench that's going to hang out with the coach. And we'll talk about the coaching staff from Marietta High School in just a bit, too, because they've had some pretty decent careers in their own way as well. But yeah, they come in with a record of 9-11 and try to go up against this PHS team and see what you can do about it. We're going to go ahead and turn it over, and Kendall Kimes is going to sing the national anthem. Right at the backstop.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very nicely done there. Nice rendition of our national anthem sung by PHS senior softball player Kendall Kimes.
Not much she can't do. She plays basketball. She plays center field on the softball team. I've been trying to get Coach Kimes to put her in at quarterback and see what's going on next year.
Some tells me she know how to break down a defense.
Yeah, and I bet she's got a good arm on her, too. So she's got some pipes there. Well done, young lady. That's Kendall Kimes.
So again, this Marietta baseball team comes in here with a 9-11 record, and they've still got a couple of games on their schedule after this one. They had a win over Shenandoah 2-1 earlier in the week, but they also were going to play the same team that PHS is going to play next week in Athens High School, and they were defeated 24-4. Pretty sound little drubbing there from that team. So again, a limited team. They've got 11 guys on the roster right now. They had 2 seniors that are not here today, so I don't know if they're not on the team anymore or if they just weren't able to come today. So limited lineup. You got to go with what you got, right?
Yep, but that's it. And it sounds like PHS coming off being no-hit last night. Marietta coming off a 2-1 victory, I believe you said it was. Both of these teams are due for some offensive output.
Right.
And being the baseball player that I am, I'm more of an offensive guy. I like to see runs scored, so hopefully both of these teams can put something together, string some hits together, and run a couple of these pitchers off the mound and put some big numbers up for us tonight and close this week strong. Go into the weekend and with a Big Reds victory or a Marietta Tigers victory if that's who you're cheering for. But up here in the booth, it's a beautiful evening. We're just hoping for a highly contested baseball game.
Let's give you the lineup right now for the Tigers. Leading off will be Seth Geller. He is the Tiger shortstop. Will Tornis will play center field and bat second. Carter Hutchinson, the third baseman, will bat third. Bryson Chittister is the DH in the cleanup position. Jeremiah Lowry and left field will bat fifth. Zach Burge in right field will bat sixth. Elijah McLeish, for first baseman, will bat seventh. Malachi Booker, the second baseman, will bat eighth, and Owen Warden will be the number 9 hitter. He is the Tiger catcher. In the pitching right now on the bump right now for PHS, Noah Holland. He comes in with a 3-2 record. He's got an earner average of 4.51. He has made 10 appearances on the year, struck out 37 and 35 and 2/3 innings pitched. So he is a workhorse for the PHS Big Reds, and Coach Alan Burns is going to need some innings out of him tonight, no doubt.
I do believe Noah Holland was the pitcher in the previous game we called, which was the comeback victory. Was it against GW? Maybe, I can't remember.
Yes,
but
I believe it was.
Parker Woods had a walk-off RBI. Cole Sis scored that winning run, and we were here for extra innings. I believe that was our first game of the season.
Well, we don't want none of that business tonight.
Well, at least it's not going to be as cold, because I believe my toes got cold that night. So.
First pitch from Holland to Geller is outside. Swung on and missed on the next pitch. We evened up the count at 1-1. Do not have stats on any of these Marietta High School baseball players, so.
Well, early on, Seth Geller, the shortstop, number 1, he's choked up a little bit on the bat there. He's not shy with the swing up there, and he's second, third pitch swinging. That's popped up to first base.
It's going to be Fling settling underneath it in foul territory and 1 out.
Every time I walk in here, I'm just impressed with how good this turf looks. And what a joy it's got to be for these young men and their parents, their mothers especially, to not have to do any laundry after the game.
I mean, they still have to do the grass stains out in the outfield, but no, this infield turf is very, very slick and very, very nice.
Those are some very nice looking white pants for the Big Reds here this late in the season.
Will Tornis up, and he'll hit the first pitch. That's going to go to Myers, who will retire retire the batter. 2 outs.
Jackson Myers, one of the seniors here, they're celebrating. Made that one look routine, as he should.
Carter Hutchinson to the plate, third baseman. He steps in against Holland, who has had good success in the early on, just with 2 batters, just 4 pitches. Way outside right there.
You're supposed to use the Bob Euchre line just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
Tried for the corner and missed.
Evan Schulteis there, the backstop today for the Big Reds. That one a little closer to the plate, but still not enough to offer at. 2-0 counts. Defensive alignment, C.J. Caritas in left field, Parker Woods in center, Cole Sisk in right, Chaz Elam at third base, Connor Elkins at short, Jackson Myers at second, and Gavin Fling at first base, Evan Schulteis as the catcher, and Noah Holland pitcher. Next pitch, that one crosses the plate and evens up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of this first inning.
Speaking of Parker Woods and Cole Sisk out there in center field and right field, they call themselves the no-fly zone. And that is a soft liner to second base, and they'll close out the first inning for the Big Reds.
All right, so a nice, good start to this game for PHS. Let's see what they can do on the offensive side. Your score after one half inning of play, 0-0, with PHS coming to the plate. Back with more on CAS 45, brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Does spring have you ready to leap into a new car, truck, SUV, or even recreation vehicle? Then don't just sit on the lily pad. Hop to it. The One Community Federal Credit Union annual car loan sale is happening now through May 15th with rates as low as 3.49%. That's your cue to spring into action. Bounce over to one of our preferred dealers in the Mid-Ohio Valley, pick out your perfect ride, and drive off with a deal that'll make you croak with excitement. One Community Federal Credit Union, Vienna and Parkersburg. Hop in, drive happy.
Doing paperwork for a loan is no fun. Hi, I'm Tiffany Keffer, a loan officer at Polaris Home Funding. Let me help you through the loan process. We specialize in government loans, doing FHA, USDA, and VA loans and grant programs. You may qualify with no or low money down. Call me at 304-299-9030 and I can take your application over the phone and start you in the first steps to your dream home.
And welcome back. Nice inning, at least top half of the inning for PHS. Let's see what they can do when they come to the bat. And it will be Gavin Fling, the first baseman, leading off. Parker Woods will be back in batting second. Chaz Elam batting third. Connor Elkins, the leadoff hitter, or excuse me, the cleanup hitter. Tyler Cameron will DH. He'll bat fifth. Noah Holland, Jackson Myers, Cole Sisk, and CJ Caritas rounds out the lineup. They'll be facing Adam Barnett. Again, I don't have any stats for Marietta. I don't know what his win-loss record is, but Coach Cale Hill will need to get some good work out of him this evening again with a limited lineup. I don't know what they're...
You've got me curious here. Mike, talk to me about these Marietta coaches you were talking about.
Cale Hill was he played for Marietta College. He was a member of the Idaho Express. He was on the last team to go to the World Series, and he was a 2023 first team All-Ohio Athletic Conference player. So he's now the head coach, and also a former standout player is Evan Brockmeyer. He is the assistant coach. That one hit pretty well and to the gap. First pitch swinging was Gavin Fling. He's going to see if he can get it over to third. Here's the throw and the slide. And a leadoff triple for Gavin Fling.
And a little bit, I expected a little more urgency there from the shortstop taking that cutoff throw. Gavin Fling did not hesitate. The cutoff man did, however. And Gavin Fling is in with a head first triple there into third base. He got that ball up in the jet stream.
He sure did, and it was a good, almost effortless swing, and that ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying all the way to a triple. Now the most productive Big Red, possibly going to bring him home. Parker Woods, 427 batting average, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs. He also leads the team with 16 steals, so he can pretty much do it all on the offensive side.
He's a fine wrestler too, so wouldn't want to get in any skirmishes with that young man out there, because he is underneath that uniform. He's put together pretty good, and he appears to me to be a Division I talent here on the baseball field.
He sees a pitch that was nice off-speed pitch. That was a strike, and then he fouls off the next one, so quickly behind 1-2.
His eyes got big on that one, and he turned and pulled that one foul. Just missed that one. If I was Mr. Barnett, I would not throw that one again.
Gets a signal, looks over towards third, and brings the fastball hit up the middle. Center fielder Tornes is going to get to it. He'll make the catch, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about that. It's going to go as an RBI sacrifice fly, and PHS on the board.
A good way to start the night for the Parkersburg Big Reds. 2 batters, 1 run, RBI for your best bat. Gavin Fling comes across to take the lead, 1-0. And here comes one of those seniors, number 2, Chaz Elam, third baseman, to the plate.
14 RBIs on the year. Yeah, Macho Bob, it had to feel good. No hit throughout the whole game yesterday. First pitch swinging, getting a pretty sizable hit, and then quickly a run on the board as well. So 1 out, but 1 in. Elam will hit that ball to the center fielder. Tornes once again will settle underneath it and make the catch.
Yeah, all these big reds coming out anxious to swing tonight, and three batters with contact. Now we've got 2 outs, but the big reds have gotten out to a 1-run lead.
And Connor Elkins to the plate, the big red shortstop. 296 batting average, 16 RBIs. First pitch from Barnett, high inside, ball 1.
Good eye there from Connor Elkins. He was anxious to kind of turn on that one, give it a yank down the line, but he decided otherwise.
That was a wild inside and very off-speed pitch. I mean, Elkins, I think he looked at it 2 or 3 times before he might have been able to get another swing around.
Yeah, boy, that thing was spinning.
It was just waving in there.
And he's got a little loose with that curveball. I'm not sure what kind of grip he's got on that thing, but it's coming across the plate at different angles and different velocities. But he hung one to Parker Woods that Parker just missed.
Inside again, 3-1 count on Connor Elkins. Barnett actually took a step off, looked into the Tiger dugout, nodded. And nice pitch there that Elkins did offer at 3-2 count.
He's got I call it a plethora of off-speed stuff out there. He's thrown a couple different looking. That ball's hit well to left field.
Lowry goes back, he's got room, and he'll make the catch. 1 run home on 1 hit. PHS is on the board. Let's take a break. We'll have the second inning when we come back. You are watching high school baseball on CES 45.
Dinner with the Docs returns Monday, May 11th at the Grand Point Conference Center. This primary care-focused event gives you the opportunity to connect with doctors and take proactive steps towards better managing your health. Enjoy a meal and panel discussion about the importance of primary care and the wide range of services available. Guests can attend a mini health fair including blood pressure checks and A1C testing, plus get access to community resources and low-cost lab vouchers for purchase. Dinner with the Docs, Monday, May 11th at the Grand Point Conference Center. Register today.
And welcome back to Parkersburg City Park. As we get ready for the second inning, the Tigers will come to the plate after being retired 1-2-3. I'm Mike, he's Macho Bob, and I did want to say once again, Cale Hill, the head coach, he's a homegrown guy. He went to Marietta High School, then he went to Marietta College, and then after completing his degree, got the job as their head coach as well. And a very cool thing about him too, I mean, baseball runs in his family. His brother, Turner, right now is actually playing AAA baseball in the San Francisco Giants organization right now. He's hitting, I think, 354 right now with 9 RBIs. So he is a talented player. Turner might be taking a turn in the show here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'd say so. If you're hitting nearly 400 and knocking in runs at AAA, it's not going to be long before you get a cup of coffee.
Bryson Chittister to the plate. He is the DH. And he has a 1-1 count. Holland working from the windup. He gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. Yeah, Turner was, both of them, the two brothers at Marietta College were pretty fun to watch. Cale was basically a pitcher, but he could also hit pretty well. Turner was just an excellent outfielder and great hitter as well, too. So it'd be really nice to see him wear a San Francisco Giants jersey here pretty soon.
Yeah, and and unfortunately for a lot of guys that go on to the next level, college and professional baseball, that are predominantly pitchers, you don't see a lot of guys like Ohtani that get to hit and pitch.
Right.
And but there are a lot of these guys that that go on to be pitchers at the college and the pro level that are fantastic hitters. They just don't get to hit anymore.
And now with major leagues doing away with hitters pitching altogether with the DH too, it's really non-existent anymore. Chittister will get the walk, and now he'll go to first base. Now to the plate, Jeremiah Lowry, the left fielder. Holland takes a look from the stretch, quickly shows bunt. Boy, they got him hung up. He is out. Good job by Schulteis. The runner was just too far off. Chittister, he was too stuck, and Schulteis was able to get a good throw down there to knock him off.
Yeah, you're most definitely too far off when the catcher kind of double, almost triple clutched that thing before he fired it.
Yes.
and didn't make the best throw and still got him. So, yeah, he was way out there in no man's land.
So nobody on the base path now for the Tigers, and now a 2-0 count to Lowry. And Holland will go back to the windup. Late showing of bunt there, and that caused Fling to come in. But no offer at the pitch, but it still nicked the outside corner. 2-1 the count. Umpire has a very slow reaction to the pitch, so I have to wait and see what that actually is going to be. That time it was a ball and a 3-1 count.
Yeah, because the angle we're sitting at, Mike, there's some of that stuff on the outside corner that looks good and some that looks bad, but it's just the angle we're looking at here.
Second consecutive walk, but still one out. To the plate now is the right fielder, Zach Burge. Keeping a close eye on the runner. Again showing bunt. Again a snap throw down to first base, this time able to get in.
And that was a little bit closer than it should have been. This catcher, Mr. Evan Schulteis, is not shy about throwing it down to first. Boy, this batter is way on the inside of that batter's box. Toes clear on the inside line closest to the plate.
Throw over, and they've got him hung up too. Another pickoff.
And boy, Marietta coach Hill cannot be happy with the base running here in the second inning.
You rarely see a pickoff in a game anymore. We've seen 2 in 1 inning.
Well, maybe that's what's giving these guys fits out there is Noah Holland's move to first base, because he does have a deceiving little quick little move over there.
Shifty left-hander there. Outside corner, 0-2 count on Burge. It's been confusing on what's going on. There's just been a whole lot of extracurricular activities going on, but right now we can settle with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, and Zach Burge, he was crowding the plate there, inside it out. That one off the barrel of the second baseman. That'll end it.
Myers picks it up, slings it over to first, and 1, 2, 3 once again. Let's take a quick break. It is 1-0. We're heading to the bottom half of the second inning right here at Parkersburg City Park. You're watching high school baseball on CAS 45, brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Welcome to summer and welcome back to Crown Decor and Gifts. Guess what? It's almost time for Mother's Day. Mom called us and she wanted us to let you know that she would love a gift card from Crown Decor and Gifts. If a gift card isn't your thing, we have a perfect variety of gifts ranging from spa products and apparel to home decor gifts and so much more. So think of Mom and think of Crown Decor and Gifts, and welcome back to your happy place.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in One Community Federal Credit Union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One Community Federal Credit Union. You're at home with us.
And as Axl Rose says, welcome to the jungle, we've got tons of cake. I think that's how the lyrics go, is it not?
I don't know about the jungle, but boy, look at that blue sky right there, Mike Cameron. What a beautiful evening for these young men to play baseball.
It's a bit different from yesterday. I mean, it was actually warm to start off with. Once it started to get cold, it got pretty cold. And but there are no clouds or hardly any clouds last night. We got a little bit of some cloud activity going here, but still a very, very nice, lovely evening here at the Stump. Wind right now, I can see from the American flag there in left center field, actually blowing to the west right now. So it'll be tough to, if they push it up into the air right now, it's not going to go too far. Tyler Cameron to the plates.
All right, here's a guy you know a little bit of something about.
I know about this guy. He's a little shifty.
And he's a fine ball player. I'm looking forward to seeing him on the gridiron for his senior year, see how Matt Kimes is going to utilize Mr. Cameron's abilities outside of the quarterback position.
Well,
speaking of Coach Kimes, right down there on the backstop, he is.
Well, you saw how he could elude a defensive end right there as he eluded that inside fastball.
He did. That was a good shifty little movement of the hips to not take that one on the cheek.
Well, they say turn the other cheek there, Montrabal. 274 batting average, 5 doubles, 11 RBIs, 3-0 counts. And
very generous call there on the outside corner.
I think the umpire said, son, get back in there one more pitch. Let's see what they can do. Another sweeping curveball hit to the third baseman, Hutchinson. Throw over, drew him off the bag, but he will get him with the tag.
Yep, third baseman there, fine play. A little bit of an errant throw, but the first baseman bailed him out. Coming off the bag, making the catch, sweeping tag to retire Cameron on a close play at first base. That was my favorite part of playing third base is you really, most of the time, you don't have time to react to the ball. You go, the glove's on the ground, and it's either in the glove or off your chest, and then you come up and make a throw. Well done there.
Pick it up and chuck it.
By Carter Hutchinson, despite the bad throws, still recording the putout.
Pitcher Noah Holland to the plates. 12 RBIs on the season. He'll step into that left-handed batter's box. The first pitch he will see goes outside, ball 1.
Yep, and this is the Big Red's ace of the pitching staff, Noah Holland. See if he can do something here to help out his cause. Clinging to a 1-run lead on the strength of Gavin Fling's.
Just nips that outside corner.
Triple in the first.
That windup is a little crazy. It's just like he got legs and arms going everywhere.
Yeah, and he's, like I said, he's throwing a couple different breaking balls that are they're spinning on a different axis.
That's going to be up the middle, and it will get through for the base hits. Geller made a very valiant effort to slide in there and get it, but it'll go as a base hit for Noah Holland.
Yep, tough ball there for a right-handed pitcher to field just to his throwing hand side, and he was falling off the mound the other way, and that ball is straight up the middle. Shortstop made a diving attempt, came up a little bit short, and the Big Reds are in business again.
One of the 3 seniors celebrated before the game, Jackson Myers to the plate, 250 batting average, 13 RBIs. Got a runner at first, and that runner at first in Holland will dive back. Did they put a runner in?
Looks like number 12.
Okay, so that would be actually Brady Miller. I know his dad. And his mom.
All right, well,
I'll just say this too, because this is Brady plays on my church league softball team. He hit a home run off of Grant Hussey. You know, the first baseman who plays for WVU.
Right.
He was pitching, and by the way, he just stole the base. He goes, stop talking about me, Mike. I just want to steal this base now. No, he had a home run off of Grant Hussey. It was inside the ballpark, but it was quite impressive.
All right, Grant Hussey, the all-time home run king at West Virginia University.
And he can hit a softball pretty far as well.
You should see that guy hit a golf ball.
He actually gave me whiplash looking at a home run that he hit off of me. That's going to go into foul territory near the dugout, and it's going to go out of play. And that will give Myers another chance now at 1-2. Yeah, Grant is he's a kind of a tall, lanky dude, but boy, he extends those arms. You just say goodbye. Say goodbye to the baseball, softball, whatever's going off the bat.
Yep, fine ball player and a nice quality.
Oh, he's a good guy. Yeah,
high character human being.
He was speaking very nice things to me as he was running around the bases. So
nice pitch, big guy.
yes, he was very complimentary. 2-2 count now to Jackson Myers. Miller at second base after the stolen base. Outside, that count will now go full. 3-2.
All right, Big Red's trying to get something really going here. Bottom of 2. If Jackson Myers can reach here, full count.
Tapped out of play. We'll do it all over again at 3-2.
That one had a Nissan all over it. Right into the wheelhouse behind the first base bleachers.
Trying to keep Miller close at second. Tap to the third baseman. Hutchinson picks it up, throws over, and will retire, and Miller cannot advance.
Yep, he turned. Jackson Myers turned on the breaking ball there, but hit it sharply, but directly at the third baseman, who fielded it cleanly, looked the runner back to second, crossed the diamond for the putout. And Marietta.
Is this walk-up song Poison? Oh my goodness, that was great. Cole Sisk right there comes in. That was great. Ball gets away, and Miller will get over to third base quite easily.
All right, and just as I was saying, Marietta was 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Now Parkersburg Big Reds are one more pass ball away from doubling their lead from 1 to 2 runs. Runner takes third base on the pass ball. Boy, that breaking ball right there is coming in there about 48 miles an hour. It's got. I just feel like these guys are way out on that front bend. They're just sitting there waiting on it, and most of them that swing at it have hit ground balls over here to the third baseman.
That one will go a bit high, and the count will now 3-0 on Cole Sisk. CJ Caritas waits in the on-deck circle. Inside, ball 4. And with 2 outs, PHS still has something cooking here with runners at the corners.
Left fielder, number 6, CJ Caritas.
All right, here's a big spot for one of the seniors, CJ Caritas. Get a little bit of production out of the bottom of the lineup for the number 9 hitter. 2 outs, men on the corners.
He has 9 RBIs on the season. He's got a .238 batting average. Left-handed hitter for the Big Reds. Runner goes. They'll not even throw down. Well, they did, actually, involuntarily. I think it was supposed to be the pitcher was supposed to make that cutoff. Did not. Miller stays close, though.
That would have been a pretty easy run to score there for the runner on third base, but he chose to stay put, pardon me.
Caritas steps in. Now 2 in scoring position. Barnett with that big sweeping, glacially moving curveball.
Sometimes it curves and sometimes it just thinks about curving.
And that one will go high. So 3-0 count to Caritas.
All right, you got to think he's got the red light here. He's got to be taken all the way. Well, they're going to come out and have a little visit at the mound.
Coach,
not a lot of options here with only 10 guys.
I was going to say, I don't really know who, the backups are, or, who the, without knowing what the stats are, we don't know who Coach Hill has got to come in. I would think that with what we see here, he's wanted and needed to get some innings out of Barnett.
I might have an inning or 2 in me, Mike, if they let me throw from the front of the mound up there.
Right at where the green and the meets the brown in the front. Yep, that's.
Yeah. All right, that meeting's over. I don't know what coach was telling him, but
Short and sweet, whatever it was.
throw one over the plate
He
there,
goes,
big guy.
How about throwing a strike?
Yep, and Carrot is 3-0. Got to think he's taken all the way.
Indeed, he did, and it was a strike. 3-1 the counts. If Caritas can get on the base pass, that will bring the leadoff hitter, Fling, who tripled to start off the PHS offense. Popped up. There's a lot of people surrounding it, but the first baseman, McLeish, is the one that makes the catch. They get out of this inning. Could have been a lot to that, but it ends up with no runs and 2 left on base. We finished 2 here in the stump. Back with the top half of the third inning in just a bit. You're watching high school baseball on CAS 45.
At Crazy Bone Pet Resort, leaving your dog with us while you're on vacation is like sending them on their own private vacation. Every guest gets personal care and attention, plus daily activities tailored to who they are. Play, enrichment, rest, and plenty of love in between. Because your dog isn't just another boarding stay, they're our guest. You can feel confident knowing your best friend is having a relaxing getaway too. Don't take our word for it. Stop in for a tour anytime. Crazy Bone Pet Resort. Your dog's best life starts here.
Hey guys, Eric at Lemon Bears Power Sports with the team here. Riding season's here. Just reminding you we're fully stocked with all of our brands. Ron, what do you have?
SSR.
Mike, what do you got over there?
Got Honda and Yamaha.
Tony, what do we got?
The world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Danny, what are you sitting on?
Suzuki.
Pete, what do you got? KO and Polaris. Come out and see us, guys. Fully stocked and ready to go.
It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day here at the stump.
Yeah, every time I look at that screen and see that sky, it just gets prettier and prettier.
Painted out there.
It is. It's like a Hemingway painting in here.
1-0 score, PHS in the lead. Yes, happy little clouds there from Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, there you go, Bob Ross.
Made me a plate.
Make your clouds happy.
The girls make it for us.
The late and great
Exactly.
Bob Ross.
Right now, PHS has gone through the order in order. It's 6 up, 6 down. And the first pitch that Elijah McLeish picks up, it's going to be a tough play and not in time. Didn't really get a lot of contact to that.
Little nubber off the end of the bat. Little squibber out to the shortstop. Made a good charging play. Tried to throw it across his body, but despite his fine effort.
So McLeish at first base, now to the plate, Malachi Booker, the Tiger second baseman.
All right, he's going to the wristband. He was looking at the wristband for an extended period of time, so.
DJ Burnout, can you please tell him my correct name?
Short step there, and he'll punch it to right field for the base hit, so.
I do have that.
And Sisk did not make the cleanest of plays, but no advancement of the runners, so we got runners at first and second, nobody out.
Good little piece of hitting there from Malachi Booker, number 2, the second baseman. Now that ball's on the outer half. He was choked up. He just threw the bat out there, caught it on the head, and just barely got it. Flew it over to second baseman's head, into right for a base hit. And now Marietta is in business with their first 2 runners of the inning aboard.
And the bottom half of the lineup is the one making all the noise right now. The number 9 hitter, Owen Warden, to the plate. Marietta's catcher. 2 on, nobody out. In a slide step. Offered, well, they're going to call it a ball. He did not completely offer, but he did show bunt.
And my guy out here, Noah Holland, being a nice guy out there on the mound. A lot of times you see these guys square early. You just throw the ball right at their hands.
That one was fouled off and all the way to the backstop. 1-1 the count.
Infield is in at the corners. Second baseman, fairly shallow himself. Shortstop is back playing cat and mouse with the runner at second base.
Again, showing bunt, but that was a straight strike. So now Holland ahead on the hitter now, 1-2. They've got the hot dogs out on the concession stand there, Macho Bob.
I'm starting to smell them now.
That one into the rubber pellets, and it's not going to be completely, totally corralled by Schulteis, and that will mean runners advanced on the wild pitch.
All righty, now we are going to see what kind of test the mettle of Mr. Holland here, as both of those runners move into scoring position with 0 outs and a 2-2 count.
Long look in, and here's the pitch. That was a big sweeping curveball that did not get into the zone, and that will make the count now go full, 3-2. Nobody out. First two Tiger hitters got on by a hit. And that's going to get away. Runner's going to try and make it home. And not in time. So it'll be a walk for Warden and a run scoring on the wild pitch. First run by the Tigers. We are now tied at 1.
Yeah, good hustle play there from Evan Schulteis to make the sliding attempt into the backstop. Good strong throw to the plate, but not in time. And now we've got a tie ball game, and Marietta is really cooking with Crisco now. Runners on the corner,
and
no outs.
Nobody out. Back to the top of the order, Seth Geller. Outside for the first pitch. Delayed steal. Schulteis looked down at third, and that gave just enough time for Warden to get in there. That is the most delayed steal I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think they were trying to set something up there with the runner, but on the throw down, the runner at third base kind of didn't do maybe what he was supposed to do, but still in a good position here, Marietta, with guys second and third.
Had to wait a little bit for that call, but it was eventually called a strike. 1-1 the count. Infield in for PHS, now definitely drawn in. Geller fouled out the first time up. Tapped foul down the third base line. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. Long look in. Here comes the pitch. Another big sweeping curveball that does not hit the mark.
Yep, and these Marietta Tigers batters, they are just hugging the inside of that box, hugging the plate, certain that Noah Holland is going to throw it on the outer half. He's
low on that one. 3-2 the count. Very reminiscent. Actually, last night, St. Albans, they had 2 or 3 guys that literally had white shoes on the white line.
Yeah, these guys just
hugging the plate.
They just creep in there closer and closer. At some point, he's going to have to throw a ball on the inner half.
That is hit well, but Woods will track it down. Here comes the throw, and he's got time. It's going to get away. They had the time to get him, but it'll get away.
And you see a couple of the tools there that Parker Woods possesses with the speed out there to cover the ground to get to that ball, and then the arm strength to make that throw almost on the fly clear to the plate. I'm curious, might have been better off cutting that, maybe cutting that ball off and then with the peg to the plate, but tough play there for the catcher to get that one on the short hop.
Tigers take the lead at 2-1, and now a runner at third base, 1 out though. Will Tornes to the plate, grounded out to the second baseman, popped up, and that's going to hit some pavement out there.
Hopefully the pavement and not the top of somebody's nice new Camry.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking of all the memories I have on this baseball field. I played a lot of games, but unfortunately, I don't remember my last game here because I didn't play baseball as a senior, so I didn't get to have a senior night. So
that's going to be, okay. They're going to say that hit him.
For these seniors out here, it's a good thing that you know it's your last home game. And the bad thing is that it is your last home game.
Right.
But at least you know it.
Marietta third baseman number 11, Carter Hutchinson.
All right, now Noah Holland's got himself out here into another pickle. This time runners at the corner and 1 out. And Carter Hutchinson, third baseman and 3-hole hitter for Marietta.
He lined out in the first inning. Boy, they did not even waste a second. What in the world happened there?
The catcher tried to make a fake throw down to third base, and he tried to hold on to it, and it squirted out of his hand. Went about halfway between himself and the pitcher, and that runner at third base was paying attention and got him got across the plate there.
Well, I mean, you could see the runner. I mean, like, he did not even wait. That was, you know, the ball was still in Holland's hand when he broke, but Holland went ahead and kind of did a little sidearm pitch. And as you said, they were going to try and deke the runner there at third base, but it got away from the catcher still, and it's still going to go as a stolen base. So 3 runs home in this inning, still just 1 out. And when play resumes, they'll still have another runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and baseball is one of those games, especially at this level, especially when you're a team like Marietta, limited on the number of athletes you've got to be very creative and do some things to create chaos and create runs. You know, that movement with that runner leaving late from first base going to second, that creates a little bit of uncertainty in the Parkersburg fielders, and they're having trouble dealing with these situations that you don't normally see.
So a runner at second, 1 strike though on Hutchinson. And that one crosses the plate too, 0-2. Yeah, they gave him the strike, even though that was, like I said, he basically just side-armed it home, knowing that the runner was in motion. Still got it across the plate there, so it's an 0-2 count. Outside, ball 1.
Yeah, baseball can be an unpredictable game at times. As you see here with Marietta put up 3 runs already here in the third. Despite the lack of, I don't think they've gotten a base hit yet.
Swing and a miss, and they'll retire. They do have 2 hits. Yeah, they started off this inning with 2 hits.
Okay.
But still, could have got out of some of this bad stuff, but
there's been a lot of running going on for
a couple of unforced errors too. Runner goes. They might have read the scouting report yesterday, because St. Albans was just doing a track meet all night long yesterday. So Marietta has been doing a lot of the same thing. Give them another stolen base.
And that was a good strong throw by Evan Schultes. It was right on the money, and Chaz Elam just couldn't come up with it cleanly. It was going to be a close play either way, but that ball bounced free, and the base was taken.
First pitch was a strike, and second one fouled off, so quickly 0-2.
Big spot here for Noah Holland. This would be a big out.
PHS needs to get out of this inning right here. Chittister looks at ball 2. 2-2 the count. No, excuse me, 1-2 the count. Another curveball, and it catches the inside corner. That might have been a little generous as well, but PHS could have used that one super bad. So they do get out of the inning, but Tigers score 3.
That was a beautiful curveball. Inside curveball, came across, broke across that front edge of the plate. Boy, that was a tough one to lay off of. He did, and got punched out.
See if PHS can answer in the bottom half of the third. Back with more with high school baseball right here on CAS 45.
Enjoy an evening of great food, wine, brews, and live music at the Taste of Parkersburg. Join us Saturday, June 13th from 6 to 11 p.m. at Bicentennial Park and sample some of the best flavors from locally owned restaurants. Dance the night away with friends to live music from Gypsy River and Track 9. This is a cashless event. Cards accepted for tickets, wine, and beer, while some food vendors may take cash. Get tickets now at downtownpkb.com. Thank you to our title sponsor, Truist Bank.
If you're like most people,
You check your bank accounts, you check your investments, but when was the last time you really checked your 401k? Do you have a regular 401k or a 401k Roth? Is it better to pay some taxes now or wait and pay all the taxes later? Markets change, life changes. Your strategy might need to change too. No pressure, just clarity and confidence. Let us take the scariness out of retirement. Give us a call for a free consultation.
PHS needs to get some offense going here in the bottom half of the third inning as they have given up 3 runs in the top half. 3-1 your score here at the stump. I'm Mike, he's Bob.
Well, we're back to where we need to be. Parkersburg coming back to the top of the lineup with Gavin Fling, who started things off with a triple and scored the first run of the game. But just like that, the Big Reds find themselves trailing 3-1.
And they are seemingly, you can almost just see it in their body language right now. They're just a little uneasy with this slower curveball that's coming in. It's throwing them off a little bit.
Yeah, and just when you think it's slow, he throws one that's even slower.
That one will be fouled out of play. 1-1 the count.
He's also thrown it from a couple different arm slots. One a little bit over the top and one a little bit flatter, a little more sidearm release. There's that sidearm, more of a slider there, but that one didn't break at all, stayed outside on him.
2-1 the count. Gavin Fling led off this bottom half of the first inning with a triple, came home on a sacrifice fly. Tapped out of play as well. Just 2 hits for PHS in this game. That triple, and Noah Holland had a single in the second inning.
Yep, if nothing else, Adam Barnett has kept these Big Red batters off balance with his change of speed.
And that will be taken out of the air by Geller. Nice play on the line out.
Yep, unfortunate for Gavin Fling there, because he hit that one on the screws right at the shortstop, who made a timely little jump, secured that one for the first out of the inning, and here he comes, Parker Woods.
Very good. He's got a song from the outfield, and he is an outfielder.
That was Grant Hussey's walk-up song at WVU.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it was. Sorry to keep talking about Grant Hussey on a Big Reds broadcast, but I guess once they're out of high school, they're all Parkersburg athletes. So,
first pitch that Woods sees out of a ball, and that one hit pretty well, but it's going to loop foul and out of play. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, you don't want to throw too many of those to Parker Woods, because he's going to time that one up and park it out there in the back of that white pickup truck, which I would not mind seeing at this juncture. And a big thank you, I got to give a shout out down here to Miss Mimi Woods. That's Parker Woods' grandmother. She brought us a nice bag of cookies and ruined my appetite for these hot dogs down here. It's hard to.
I'm getting a little sluggish right now.
Definitely had a little sugar crash after that pile of cookies she blessed us with. Thank you, Miss Woods.
That pitch was in the strike zone, very high, and a late break there by Woods on that swing. I think he's going to beat it. He did. So it'll go as a strikeout, but because the catcher did not catch the ball cleanly, and Woods on his horse was able to get down there and get on base.
And I'll tell you what, that's what makes Parker Woods such a fine prospect in this game of baseball, because the young man's hitting 427, 430. He's got 5 home runs or whatever he's got. But he swings and misses. Instead of hanging his head, moping back to the dugout, he sprints down to first base, and now he's stealing second base. And
with
now
relatively no problem.
Now coming off of a strikeout, he's in scoring position for the Big Reds. So that's a good attitude and good attributes to have as a baseball player.
It was a strike called on Chaz Elam, but now, as you said, a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Barnett looks, pitches that sweeping curveball, but it's going to get through. Will Woods, they're going to send him, and he will get in easily as the center fielder, Tornes, actually dropped the ball
Yep, he was excited to show off that cannon that he brought with him, and he forgot the baseball. And Parker Woods scores early, or scores easily. That's an RBI for Chaz Elam, the senior.
Woods was definitely on his horse, so there would be no error on that as well. He was going to make that with no problem.
Yeah, he's got good speed, does Parker Woods.
So to the plate now, Connor Elkins, who flew out to the left fielder. Throw over to keep Elam close. Elam also pretty successful on the base paths. He has 10 steals on the year and a pretty sizable lead.
I would say sizable. He was all the way out to the edge of the bevel there. I guess that's what you call that, a bevel?
I don't know.
Corner and infield.
I'm not up on my terminology like that.
Well, that looks like a bevel you would put on the end of a pipe if you were going to weld the pipes together.
Elkins does put the bunt down, but it'll go foul.
I like it there. Coach Burns getting a little hit and run action going.
Get some small ball going here.
Taking a page out of the Marietta Tigers book.
That is a huge lead, and he's getting back with relatively no problem.
Yeah, look at him to go Willie Mays Hayes style here and stretch it out one more half step right here. Look, he's got the left foot all the way out to the edge of the bevel now.
Barnett looks, brings the pitch, and he's not even venture a throw. And even with Barnett doing the slide step, he did not take a whole lot of time getting that pitch down there, but it was such a sizable jump there for Elam, give him the stolen base. That one kind of floated in there.
Boy, and what a tough job that the catcher back here, Owen Warden's got tonight, catching all these breaking balls that have the potential to just short hop and bounce right in front of him. Keeping these runners at bay is a tough job when you got a predominantly breaking ball pitcher. And again, there he is, another one.
There's nobody covering there. I thought for a second that Elam might try to round that. It'll go as a wild pitch, and now Elam at third base. Still just the one out, but right now Elkins is in a very good spot to get this game tied up again. Three-one pitch, here it comes. Didn't get the greatest amount of contact, but it's gonna land for a base hit and give him the RBI as Elam comes home.
Yeah, that little inside floating breaking ball, floating curveball. That's what they call getting fisted right there. He got that one down off the grip tape, and he just punched it over there, little Texas leaguer, right into left field. Left fielder couldn't get into it. Nothing to do, and that's an RBI single. Connor Elkins, Chaz Elam scores. That ties it up, 3-3.
And they'll have a conference there now at the bump. This is our final sporting event of the season, but coming up in just a couple of days or so, it will be graduation season, and CES 45 will be televising 5 area graduation ceremonies. It'll start in Belpre on May the 17th.
Please tell me I'm on the call. Please tell me I'm on the call.
Play-by-play for that. And then Ripley's will be on May 22nd, and then the Wood County schools go in rapid fire order. Williamstown the 27th, PHS the 28th, and South will be the 29th.
At least if I was commentating a graduation, I'd know what grade they're in.
Yes. Yeah, there's no early graduations in high school.
All righty, here comes your nephew, Tyler Cameron, the DH.
Oh, that just airmailed. And the throw's going to go all the way into the outfield, actually. So give him the stolen base.
Equally airmailed into center field there. Fortunate for Marietta that the runner was content with second base.
So now Cameron with somebody in scoring position as PHS has now began the track meet. The 90-yard dash, 90-foot dash.
Very reminiscent of a WVU baseball game, the way they run and play the small ball, and put runners in motion with hit and runs, and Steve Sabins and Randy Mazey, the guy that was there before him. Not necessarily my type of baseball, but very effective.
Cameron lays off of that one. 2-1 the count.
Can't believe I just said something good about Steve Sabins after the way he treated our boy Grant Hussey.
Look over at Elkins. Cameron will get it to the pitcher, and he'll be thrown out.
Yep, that one was a little squibber, a little cue ball off the end of the bat. Had that little right-handed spin. Pitcher picks it up, throws him out. Runner moves to third. 2 outs. It's just bottom 4, bottom 3, bottom of the third.
Noah Holland to the plate. Now with a runner at third. Hit well. Second baseman will pick it up. First baseman's got to run over in time to get there. And they will say they got him.
Yep, that was a close play. The first baseman took a step towards the ball and had a little bit of a hustle effort to get back to first base, but they get the put out. Big Reds come back and tie it at 3, Mike.
Bottom half of the third inning, PHS now get back into the game with a 3-all tie. Now we'll have the fourth inning in just a bit. Come on back right here as you're watching high school baseball on CAS 45.
Make a Mia Pizza on Grand Central Avenue in Vienna is more than just delicious pizza. Stop by and try one of our delicious burgers. Singles, doubles, and triples. We have 7 different styles to choose from. Or how about a customizable pasta bowl? So many combinations you won't believe your eyes. Don't forget the calzones, incredible subs, wings, salads, and so much more. During the month of May, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $10.99. Make a Mia Pizza in Vienna. Call or stop by today, and be sure to follow us on Facebook for the latest deals.
Hot in one room, cold in the next? No ductwork? No problem. Let Morrison Incorporated take the guesswork out of your comfort with a ductless system from Bryant. Installed practically anywhere, Bryant ductless systems are versatile, whisper quiet, use less energy, and save you money. Stop guessing when it comes to home comfort. There's a Bryant system to fit your needs.
Ask us about financing options available on qualifying purchases.
Call Morrison Incorporated today for customized solutions to your home comfort.
Morrison Incorporated, always ready with Bryant, whatever it takes.
And welcome back. It's starting to get a little bit more cloudy out
Look at
there.
it. Bob Ross added a little yellows down there just above the trees, above those wispy little trees.
A stunning landscape.
The broccoli landscape out there. Yeah, beautiful skies tonight. Beautiful, and the camera even gives it a more glamorous view there. We get some colors on the screen that we're not necessarily seeing out here with our real eyes. But again, a beautiful evening for baseball.
Well, Marietta was able to get 3 in the top half of the last inning, and then PHS was able to get 2 of those back to tie it back up. So let's see if PHS can shore it up a little bit in this 4th inning. It'll be Holland going up against Jeremiah Lowry, who walked and was picked off in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, a couple base running blunders there cost Marietta a big inning in the 2nd.
First pitch from Holland outside, ball 1. Yeah, they walked. Leadoff hitter in the 2nd inning got picked off. Next batter got on by a walk, picked off. Just got themselves out of the inning, but then a very, very nice inning that started off with a couple hits from the bottom half of the order. That's what got all that fun started for the Tigers. Sweeping curveball, 12-6.
Man, that thing had a late break on it, didn't it?
It did.
It stayed up there forever, and then it just rolled off the edge.
1-2 count to Lowry. Here's the pitch. He just waved a bat at it. Myers will catch the pop-up and retire the first batter.
And Noah Holland appears to me, he's a different pitcher when he gets ahead in the count. When he gets the first one over for a strike, he just appears so much more confident and able to get the ball into the zone. Once he falls behind, different story. Look at this guy, clear in on the chalk. Well, the paint, now they don't use chalk anymore, but
it tips of the toes. Well,
yeah,
he did take a step
bit.
back, but not much. That's Zach Burge. Grounded out to the second baseman in the second inning.
Good looking curveball right there, right down the heart of the plate, but low, down there below the knees, broke down into the ankles. Tough one to hit there.
That's hit foul, out of play. Some unsuspecting walkers there actually had to pay extra attention.
Now, when I played at Parkersburg South in 1993, we had two big left-handers named Mike Linger and Dave Spencer, and I'm telling you right now, they had basketball games going on out there. They paid attention when these guys came up to bat because it was a launching pad over here for a couple of years.
Birds just waved at it, more of a defensive swing, if anything, and it'll go as a strikeout. And the second out in the inning.
Number 12, Elijah McQueen.
And Noah Holland has regained control here.
And he'll go up against now the guy who started all the offense for the Tigers, Elijah McLeish. He led off the third inning with a single, scored on a wild pitch. First pitch does not clip the outside corner. It is 0-1, or excuse me, 1-0. McLeish shows bunt. That's going to be called a foul.
Ooh, boy, that was close. He picked that one up right on the front line of the batter's box there. Ready to fire, Evan Schultes was seeking retribution for that play when he when he fumbled the ball there and gave up one of the runs there. God bless him out there. He's playing a great ball game. He had the one pickoff down to first base. He's made some good, strong throws. But he'd like to have that one back.
Outside, 2-1 the count to Elijah McLeish. Holland has 3 strikeouts in this game. To go with 2 walks and 1 hit by, no, excuse me, 3 walks and 1 hit by pitch.
And there's another hit.
I was going to say, we just.
Well, I know you cannot see from the camera's point of view, but Mike, we've got us a good crowd in the stands there.
Yeah.
Next up for the Tigers, number 2, Malachi Booker.
Good support of the senior class, too, the 3 that were honored before the game as well. So we're seeing a lot of extra family members out there, too. But, yeah, this is the final game on the whole home schedule. Last chance to see the Big Reds at home in the 2025-26 season.
Yeah, and you like to see the support of these other coaches. I'm pretty sure I saw Matt Kimes down there, the head football coach. I think I saw Matt Littleton walking around here somewhere, the wrestling coach. And maybe he's here in support of his wrestlers, C.J. Caritas and Parker Woods.
And, of course, Coach Cameron of the softball team.
Also, Teacher of the Year. Sam Vincent, Teacher of the Year. Is that West Virginia Teacher of the Year? Wood County Teacher of the Year, Sam Vincent. And that's well-deserved. He was a cross-country coach for my son when he was in high school. And, boy, Sam Vincent, he's everything they say he is. He's consistent. He's a high-quality, integrity, high-character individual. Well-deserved. Wood County Teacher of the Year.
Malachi Booker swung at that first pitch and missed. I think you're going to get him. Nice throw by Schultes.
Hardest part of that was waiting for the runner to get there to tag him out.
Exactly. Come on, come on.
There's a good throw from Schultes.
All right, so you know that runner got on by the hit by pitch. It's still just the minimum during that inning. We played 3.5. It's well tied at 3. Bottom half for the 4th coming up. PHS, let's see if they can get some run support here as you're watching high school baseball on CAS 45. Brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Does spring have you ready to leap into a new car, truck, SUV, or even recreation vehicle? Then don't just sit on the lily pad. Hop to it. The One Community Federal Credit Union annual car loan sale is happening now through May 15th with rates as low as 3.49%. That's your cue to spring into action. Bounce over to one of our preferred dealers in the Mid-Ohio Valley, pick out your perfect ride, and drive off with a deal that'll make you croak with excitement. One Community Federal Credit Union, Vienna and Parkersburg. Hop in, drive happy.
Doing paperwork for a loan is no fun. Hi, I'm Tiffany Keffer, a loan officer at Polaris Home Funding. Let me help you through the loan process. We specialize in government loans, doing FHA, USDA, and VA loans and grant programs. You may qualify with no or low money down. Call me at 304-299-9030 and I can take your application over the phone and start you in the first steps to your dream home.
PHS has the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Myers, Sisk, and Caritas, attorneys at law, coming to the plate. See if they can get some offense going for the Big Reds. Tied up at 3.
All right, bottom of the lineup's due here. Parker Woods has been doing it. Gavin Fling's been doing his job. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. Parker Woods has got an RBI and a run scored, stolen base of his own. See if we can get a little production out of the bottom here.
Jackson Myers rounded out to the third baseman in inning number 2. I think he would like to get a hit, one more hit in his Bennett Stump career here at the home confines.
I'll teach you about it. I think we should go.
Barnett did not like that baseball. He switched it out. First pitch to Myers was a ball. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, excuse me. That one will cross the outside corner, 1-1 the count.
Yep, there he is. I knew I saw Coach Littleton. There he goes down the bleachers with his daughter. He's here to support some of his wrestlers that also play on the baseball squad.
2-1 the count. Barnett gets the look, and here is the pitch. Again, called a ball, and he's wanting a new baseball again.
He must be telling you up. You just can't see that one very good.
Well, let's see if you can see this one.
That one looked like it had a little more of a fresh white leather coat on it there.
Myers will foul that out of play.
Yep, here, take that fresh one and hit that one over to the pond for us real quick.
Now he's got to use that one again because the one that he liked was gone now. 3-2 pitch upcoming to Jackson Myers. Hit well, but foul.
Yep, we've seen several of those this evening on some of those slow inside breaking balls. And the Big Reds aren't necessarily hitting them hard. They're pulling them kind of off the handle of the bat and just foul.
So we'll try it again at 3-2. That one outside, ball 4. And the leadoff hitter on for PHS. Oh, that is just majestic. That girl is poison. Cole Sisk, he is my hero.
The Cisco Kid. Son of a Big Red, it's the Cisco Kid.
We'll throw over to Myers at first base.
I played baseball with Cole's uncle, Brent Sisk, and Cole's dad also played for the Big Reds.
Slide step there from Barnett. The pitch goes high, 1-0 the count to Cole Sisk. 9 RBIs on the season. He walked in his first plate appearance. He stole a base but was stranded. And ball 2. You just got to wait with this guy because you never know. He's going to bring that right hand up. You just never know. But
yep, shadows are creeping in now. You see the shadows out there to about the mound. The pitcher's in the sun, the batter's in the shade. So you got to wonder how that's changing the batter's eyesight there when that ball's coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Another throw over to Myers. He gets back in safely. Runner goes. Throw is not going to be in time.
Now, if the pitch was inside, the catcher had to slide over towards the batter. Batter holds his ground, just stands in the batter's box, so no interference there, but he most certainly was in the way by default, simply by doing what he was supposed to do, which is stand fast.
Sorry, I had the attention taken away. Somebody just walked in with some Little Caesars. I'm losing it here. That is 2-2 is the actual count right now. Did he call that inside pitch on the stolen base? Did he call that one a strike?
Well, if I was paying attention, I'd give you the proper answer, but
I'm telling you, as soon as I saw the Little Caesars walk by, I was gone there for a few minutes, but I'm back now. It's out of sight, out of mind. 3-2 pitch upcoming to Sisk with a runner at second base. Here's the pitch, full wind up, and that one's going to go as a ball.
Ooh, close pitch there. Good job by Cole Sisk to hold off on that swing. That puts 2 runners on, the first 2 runners on, 0 outs. That brings up the senior, C.J. Caritas.
And Coach Cale Hill will come out and talk to his pitcher, and he's going to pull him.
Yep, he's done, and let's see who's coming in here. All right.
Is that number 9? So the DH is going to come in. So the DH is going to come in to pitch. Bryson Chittister will come in to pitch.
And you can see that ball over here to third base. Well, you can't see it on the screen there, but the Cale Hill, is that the coach's name you said?
Yes.
He grabbed that baseball from the pitcher, and he threw it completely out of play. There must have been something wrong with it. He said, get that one out of here. And they took that one out of play. Must have been cut or something.
All right, so as the pitcher's going to warm up, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have this inning continuing on, 2 on, nobody out, and game tied at 3. Back with more as you're watching high school baseball on CAS 45.
Dinner with the Docs returns Monday, May 11th at the Grand Point Conference Center. This primary care-focused event gives you the opportunity to connect with doctors and take proactive steps towards better managing your health. Enjoy a meal and panel discussion about the importance of primary care and the wide range of services available. Guests can attend a mini health fair including blood pressure checks and A1C testing, plus get access to community resources and low-cost lab vouchers for purchase. Dinner with the Docs, Monday, May 11th at the Grand Point Conference Center. Register today.
So bottom half of the 4th inning, and PHS got something cooking here. 2 on, nobody out. Coach Cale Hill makes the switch at pitcher, brings in his designated hitter, Bryson Chittister, to be now the pitcher for Marietta. Again, we don't have stats on any of these guys, so we don't know win-loss record, ERA, that sort of thing. But really, right now it seems that Coach Hill has limited options right now with just 11 guys brought into the dugout.
Yep, it's a battle of attrition out here. They're just going to try. They just barely have enough players to get through the ball game. So I think, did Barnett go to a position in the field, or did he come off?
I think he just came straight off. PHS doing it in a similar style as Marietta did in the top half of the 3rd inning. The bottom half of the order was what got things moving. A couple of hits for the Tigers and some kind of bad play and some stolen bases. A lot of things went into that led to those 3 runs that Marietta scored in the top half of the 3rd inning. But it all started with the lower half of the lineup. PHS has the 7 and 8 hitters come up. They walk.
All kinds of movement.
A very involved play right there.
Yeah, the third baseman was coming in to cover the bunt that did not come, and the shortstop slid over to the third base bag.
The shortstop did like a little wheel route around the runner at second base.
He did, and that was certainly interesting to watch.
Still trying to keep Myers close at second. Here's the pitch. It's going to go high, ball 2. C.J. Caritas to the plate. Again, one of the seniors that was honored before the game. He popped out to the first baseman to end the second inning.
And C.J. going to be a college wrestler, Salem University. Decided to come out for baseball as a senior, the only season that he's played. Take a little break from wrestling before he goes off to start the grind of.
Well, he said in his senior speech there that he's played baseball his whole life. This is the first time he just played for the varsity team, but he's been very effective. He's got a .238 batting average. He's drove in 9 runs, so that's pretty effective for somebody who didn't get a lot of reps throughout his varsity career, whatever you want to say. And he watched 4 pitches go by. He'll take first base. So the bags are loaded with big reds.
All right, and here comes Gavin Fling. He's 2 for 2.
He led off the first inning with a triple, and that would be very nice now for first pitch of the bottom half of the first inning. And yeah, he was not even really looking for anything. He just waved at it and hit it to the gap. Got to third base to start off the bottom half of the inning. Is hit to the left side. It's going to be a long run for the left fielder. He makes the catch. And coming home, and will get in safely. It was a close play. Very gutsy play there by Myers.
The head first Pete Rhodes slide. Pete Rhodes slide into the plate. Reckless abandon. No regard for his own safety. Dives in, scores the run. And the Big Reds take the lead 4-3. 2 runners remain first and second. And here comes your best bat, Parker Woods.
He had a sacrifice fly RBI in the first inning. He got on by an, actually struck out, but got on by an error as the catcher dropped the pitch. He actually came around to score.
Just showing the all-around, the total package there, being your team's best hitter, being your team's star, if you would, and having the wherewithal to run out a third strike and then come around and score a run. That's team leadership, leading by example, and they're going to put him on base with the intentional pass.
Probably the smartest thing they've done this evening. There's really nowhere to put. I mean, that's a safe call right there. Even with you got Chaz Elam coming up with 14 RBIs too. Got to make him do the damage. Don't let your best hitter do that with Parker Woods. Hit up the middle. Center fielder makes a great catch though. Diving catch there is Tornes, and everybody's going to stay put.
Yeah, good play there by center fielder Will Tornes. Got a good break on it, and that's one of the toughest plays to make, is diving straight into the ball. Made a nice play. Kept all those runners right where they were at.
So the gamble by Hill, putting Woods on the base paths to load up the base paths. Right now it's looking to like a good gamble right now, but still Connor Elkins, 16 RBIs on the year. Actually 17 after the one that he got in the third inning. Chittister got the call on that one, 0-1 count. And nice opposite field. Little nubber that's going to get through and bring one home. And it gets away from the catcher. And then Runty will score.
You catch on quick, Mike. That was the definition of a nubber. Except that nubber went for a base hit and scored 2 runs.
Yes, give me RBI definitely, and then that error getting away from the catcher will allow the other run to score. Now we're at 6-3.
Catcher
Cameron to the plate.
Catcher had a nubber too. Nubbed it over the backstop.
Runner at second and third inside. Warden had to make a little bit of a scoop there.
And fine job Owen Warden's done tonight. He's fielded countless balls in the dirt. He's going to have some bruised up forearms and arms tomorrow.
Cameron can break this game open with a hit. A little wide, sail a little bit wide and outside. 2-0 count to Tyler Cameron. Opposite field, but foul.
Little inside out swing. Got good barrel on it. Had a little bit too much cut spin. Well foul. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Tyler is 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. High, ball 3.
All right.
It's been a rough inning for the pitching staff for the Tigers. 4 walks, one of them intentional, but they still sit with 2 outs right now, but runners at second and third. It could have been a whole lot worse and still can be.
Cameron hanging tough there on a borderline pitch there that was up, maybe up in the letters a little bit, but he fought it off. And we'll see another 3-2 pitch.
Chittister gets the sign, looks at the runner at third, brings the pitch, swing and a miss. And the Tigers get out of it, but not before giving up 3 more runs. And that will make the score PHS 6, Marietta 3. We'll take a break and come back with the 5th inning. Pretty good game here at Bennett Stump Field. Back with more in just a bit on CAS 45.
Welcome to summer and welcome back to Crown Decor and Gifts. Guess what? It's almost time for Mother's Day. Mom called us and she wanted us to let you know that she would love a gift card from Crown Decor and Gifts. If a gift card isn't your thing, we have a perfect variety of gifts ranging from spa products and apparel to home decor gifts and so much more. So think of Mom and think of Crown Decor and Gifts, and welcome back to your happy place.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in one community federal credit union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One community federal credit union. You're at home with us.
And welcome back to the Stump. You put up a very good point there, Macho Bob, and as we were off mic there for a second. Got 9 runs on the board, but it's not been a real dynamic game. They're not, ripping the cover off the ball. It's been a whole ton of, as we said, nubbers and some walks and a lot of small ball out there.
Texas leaguers, softly hit base hits. Just balls that are falling in or squeaking through the infield. You got base runners moving, and that's moving the infield, creating holes for the hitters to hit through on the backside. And 6-3, good ball game so far.
Leading it off in the 5th inning will be Malachi Booker. He singled and scored in the 3rd. First pitch that he sees, a little bit of a half swing, didn't matter. It crossed the plate, strike 1.
Yep, and again, when Noah Holland gets that first strike over, he's usually pretty effective after that.
Outside ball 1, 1-1 the counts.
Most certainly favors the outside of the plate. He very rarely throws the ball over the inside corner.
That does clip the outside. So again, it is 1-2 the counts. Your righties, that's where he's been living most of the game.
And this Marietta batter's actually got a little bit of brown between his shoes and the inside white line of the batter's box there, but most of these guys are hugged up way on the plate
2-2 the count after that ball. Got a piece of it.
Yep,
Staying alive.
There was a breaking ball that started middle and finished on the inner half. Tough one to hit there when you've been looking outside all night.
Booker with the 2-2 counts. That one in the dirt. Quasi-dirt.
Brown rug.
3-2 pitch upcoming. To Booker from Holland. Pitch swung on and missed.
Up next for the Tigers, number 6, Owen Warden.
The 4th strikeout for Holland. Owen Warden to the plate. He walked, stole a base, advanced to third, stole home.
And has had a busy night behind the plate, collecting umpteen.
He's tired.
He's collected a bunch of pass balls back there, balls in the dirt, and swinging away on the first pitch.
Very healthy cut right there, but did not catch up to it. Showed bunt, did not offer though. 1-1 pitch upcoming to Owen Warden. Marietta 3 runs on 2 hits. Have not committed an error up to this point, but it's not been the most sterling of defensive performances out there for either team, as a matter of fact. PHS 6 runs on 5 hits and an error. That pitch called a strike as it clipped the outside corner.
Yeah, given the number of times the ball's been thrown into the outfield and passed balls, I'm surprised there's not more errors up there on the board. It's not been a clean game by any stretch of the imagination.
Outside on that pitch, 2-2 the count to Warden. If he can get on, they'll get back to the top of the order. Actually, that one will skip in there as well. 3-2 count as the pitch count getting up there for Holland. Now it's 72 pitches. Fouled off.
I was getting ready to compliment you for keeping such good stats. Then I saw that number out there on the scoreboard.
Work smarter, not harder.
Oh, wow.
Somebody else doing the work. Yeah, to talk about efficiency, the winning pitcher last night for St. Albans didn't even get into the 60s or the 70s. He had, I think, about 68 pitches.
Wow. That's efficiency.
That one will not catch the outside corner, so that'll be a walk issued to Owen Warden. Second time he's done that today. And again, prior knowledge now, he is probably pretty expected to run. Leadoff hitter Zeth Geller to the plate. He is fouled out, and he had a sacrifice fly RBI. Officially 0 for 1. Holland just quickly took the foot off the rubber and did a little quick throw over to first base, but Warden was able to get in. That one's hit. Right fielder Sisk has a beat on it, makes the catch.
All right, they flew one out there into the no-fly zone and looked like it was going to be some trouble.
Next up for the Tigers.
But Cole Sisk makes the call, makes the play, and that's the second out of the inning.
We'll keep Warden at first base, and Will Tornis to the plate. Ground out, and he was hit by a pitch. Stole a couple of bases, but he eventually was stranded.
Yeah, and made a fantastic diving play out in center field. Their last inning, I believe it was.
Another delayed steal that works very well as Warden will get in there with this third stolen base of the game. And again, he just kind of lured them in. Holland looks over. Has popped up and out of play as he fought that one off.
That one probably hit a Ford Escape. I'm guessing a Ford Escape that time.
I don't know. I'm thinking a Kia. There's a lot of Kias out there. We got a decent amount of Kias in this area. Mine is included, but mine is safely far away. If mine gets hit, that is a monumental blast. I'd probably shake the kid's hand if he can hit mine.
Mine has so many dents in it, I wouldn't know if it got hit or not.
Timeout called at the plates. 1-2 count to Will Tornes. 2 outs. Runner at second.
Feel confident knowing your best friend is having a relaxing getaway too. Don't take our word for it. Stop in for a tour anytime. Crazy Bone Pet Resort. Your dog's best life starts here.
Hey guys, Eric at Lemon Bears Power Sports with the team here. Riding season's here. Just reminding you we're fully stocked with all of our brands. Ron, what do you have?
SSR.
Mike, what do you got over there?
Got Honda and Yamaha.
Tony, what do we got?
The world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Danny, what are you sitting on?
Suzuki.
Pete, what do you got?
KO and Polaris.
Come out and see us, guys. Fully stocked and ready to go.
Two-run third inning for PHS and a 3-run fourth inning has got them back in control 6-3. A chance to widen the lead a bit more now in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Thanks for watching high school baseball here on CES 45. Final athletic broadcast of the season. Very proud to be a part of this organization and being asked to do football along the way. We've done soccer, we've done volleyball, we've done men's and women's basketball as well, and then the spring sports too. And just very, very proud to be able to offer this service to folks out there. If you can't make it to the game, it's always nice to be able to catch it on the tube.
Wrestling, we do wrestling.
And wrestling as well.
Wrestling, that's our specialty.
That's your specialty.
That's a specialty.
You got the verbiage and the terminology.
Whizzer.
I know what a suplex is. That's about as far as I could get.
Whizzer and a butt drag. you got to hit them with the whizzer and the butt drag, and then takedowns are now 3 points. They got 4-point near falls. Wrestling is becoming a fan-friendly sport.
First up to the big red, #1, Noah Holland.
Well, let's see what Noah Holland, if he can help himself a bit more.
Yeah, you got to wonder about that pitch count. How many can they throw in high school ball? He's at 79 for the night, so.
And they can throw him as long as they want to throw him, but I guess it'll just depend on how he's feeling.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was a limit.
I don't think there is, and not at this point in time, I don't think there is.
Okay, my compatriot over here, she says 110, and I believe her.
If they get to, if they haven't hit 110 and the batter comes up, they can finish that batter.
Okay. They can finish the batter if they've not reached 110. I got you.
Very good.
Or if they reach 110 during that batter. It sounded like it was hit hard.
Nice job by Booker. He'll try to throw from his knees, but I think he's going to beat that out anyway. That was a nice play.
Yeah, well hit ball. Second baseman made a diving stab at it, came up with it, but it just trickled out the end of his glove. So he had to, recapture the ball, make the throw. A little bit errant, goes to the fence. However, Noah Holland stays at first, and now
he will actually go to the dugout because we'll have a courtesy runner. It'll be Brady Miller once again as they will run for the pitcher, allow him to get back and get him nice and rested up for the next inning. So to the plate now is Jackson Myers. Ground out and a walk. He scored a run in that fourth inning. Throw over, and Miller will scurry back.
Now his lead was not quite as big as who was that over there earlier? Was that Connor Elkins that was getting out to the, had a ginormous lead over there.
He's getting a little bit closer now, but that first lead was a little more conservative. And a couple more steps with the secondary lead as well. That will go in as a strike, 0-1 count to Myers. Miller goes, and that's going to get away. So I'm going to give him the stolen base. He was already well on his horse at that point.
Yeah, I believe that deserves a stolen base. I think he was going to be safe regardless whether the catcher caught it clean or not. He had a really good jump.
It did call the pitch a strike, though, so it's an 0-2 count on Myers. Chittister, that's going to go again to the backstop. This one will be a wild pitch. Miller will stand up now at third base.
Yeah, boy, he reached back a little bit on that one, put a little bit of extra on it.
There was
catcher just couldn't get over there and even block it.
So a runner at third. We're just in the early parts of the bottom half of this inning, so nobody out.
And the senior Jackson Myers, he's due for a hit here. It's been a while since there he calls for timeout. Senior with an opportunity to drive in a run here on his last ball game at the stump.
After a brief time called at home plate, now we're ready for the 1-2 pitch. Chittister brings it. Swing and a miss. That was some smoke.
Yeah, Chittister's got a little bit extra that he can reach back for if he can be accurate with it and throw it over the plate.
That is the first out recorded. And Cole Sisk to the plate.
The Cisco kid.
Still no official at bat. He's walked twice, scored once. And a chance to bring home a run as he's got a runner at third. Tapped. That's going to be picked up. And I think he beats it out, but it does get away. So the run will score because of an error.
And diving into second goes Cole Sisk on the errant throw from third baseman Carter Hutchinson. That will be an error. The run will score.
The run will score. It will not be an RBI for Sisk, but he did beat out the hit. I'm very confident in that. But Miller will score because of the errant throw at first base. CJ Caritas to the plate. Popped up to the first baseman and walked and scored. Has a chance to bring home another run as because of the error, Sisk got to second base. Caritas showed bunt, did not offer ball one.
And the Big Reds tonight getting contribution from top to bottom in this order.
Swing and a miss. Ball, or excuse me, that'll even the count at 1-1.
A little spinner on the inner half there. I don't know what kind of breaking ball that was, but it had a little bit of spin on it. Had CJ handcuffed in there a little bit, and he swung right through it.
Chittister looks. They're trying to keep Sisk close. Hit opposite field, and it's going to be dropped by the third baseman, Caritas, and he'll beat it out. So E5, and the inning continues on.
Yep, rough couple of plays there for Carter Hutchinson over there at the hot corner. That one got on him in a hurry. Popped through the glove there, and C.J. Caritas shows you the wheels. He's on safely at first. Runners at first and second. One out.
And back to the top of the order. Gavin Fling, he is tripled.
And that's going to bring up the Big Reds' two hottest bats in Gavin Fling and Parker Woods with two runners aboard.
Inside, way inside.
Well, little sweet chin music. I've been expecting that on the other side a little bit from Noah Holland, the way the Marietta Tigers have been hugging the plate. One or two of those, and would back them off the plate there a little bit. Gavin Fling just gets out of the way of that one.
Outside corner. Strike one. 1-1 count to Fling. He tripled to start off the game, scored. He lined out, and he had a sacrifice fly RBI. So he is 1 for 2.
I was just sitting here thinking as I looked at this lineup and see that Parkersburg's only got 3 seniors. That's got to be a good feeling going into next season. They're going to have a very talented and experienced lineup.
Great deal to build off, and a lot of the more productive players as well. Actually, I think in the sophomore class, so a lot of them are going to be around for a couple of years.
Yeah, and I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but Parker Woods, keep your eye on that kid for the next couple of years, because he's going to do nothing but improve, and I'm excited to see how much he continues to grow, because he's well muscled. He's a good, strong athlete. I'm sure he hits the weights. I'm excited to see how he develops as far as keeping his weight in check for wrestling, or does he keep lifting and getting bigger? And the Big Reds stretch the lead now.
Fling with a great base hit up the middle. They'll take second on the throw. Sis scores, and Caritas to third.
Gavin Fling also will be back next season.
Just out of the reach of Booker.
And speaking of Parker Woods, with first base open, you got to wonder, are they going to challenge this kid?
They did it the last time after they actually pitched to him one pitch and then decided to put him on. That catches the outside corner, 0-1 count.
Yeah, down 5 runs here. May as well pitch to him. See what the young man's got.
That one goes high, and it actually was close to going out of the glove of Warden, too. He kind of just got it up there at the last second to kind of swipe it out of the air.
Yeah, that was a lucky stab there to corral that one.
1-1 pitch now upcoming from Chittister to Woods. That one goes high.
Chittister's popping the glove out there, but he's just having trouble finding any type of consistency and getting this ball into the strike zone. You can see that dusk is upon us. That beautiful sun has faded into the horizon.
Outside, 3-1 the count to Woods, who's having a very prolific year at the plate for the Big Reds. 5 dingers, 27 runs batted in. He's hitting well over 400 on the year.
Not bad for a 10th grader.
That's hit well. Center fielder is running. He'll settle underneath it, but this should be another RBI. They're actually going to try and get him at third, but that throw's not going to come in time. So sacrifice fly for Woods.
Well, and I always like to say nice things about people when they do nice things. That was a nice catch. That was a nice peg to the cutoff man, and they made a very nice effort to get the runner at third. Unsuccessful, but well done there by the center fielder hitting the cutoff man with a good strong throw to third. However, the Big Reds stretch the lead 9-3.
Just chipping away over the last several innings. Elam to the plate. He'll pop it up. And crowd was starting to cover up a little bit.
Nice play up there in the top row of the bleachers on the one hopper.
Ex-Big Red Cooper Kincaid.
2 years ago, I think.
Maybe last year he was
Elam with the 0-1 count. Runner at third, 2 outs. 9-3 score, PHS in the lead. Outside, boy. Again, Warden is earning his Applebee's today.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting paid, but he's earning a paycheck back there tonight. He has been all over that box back there.
Chittister with the long look in. Now he sets. Rocks and fires. Bit high, apparently.
Yeah, that one was close, right about the letters. Did not get the call.
Chittister was not impressed with that call as he Gets the pitch back, sets back up on the mound. 2-1 count. And high once again. 3-1 count to Chaz Elam. He has flown out twice. He has a single, RBI, and run scored, and stolen base.
Busy night for Mr. Elam.
Way outside, and that's going to bring home another run. And Elam takes the wide turn at first base, decides to stick around.
Yep, that one had a little bit too much sizzle on it. It was a little too far out in that batter's box. Oh, and Warden just couldn't reach over there. He might want to come out and get him a glove for that throwing hand as well. And he could just sit back there and reach out and catch that thing right-handed.
So they're going to do a defensive switch. Looks like... All right, let's pay attention. Let's see if we can get all these defensive switches. Looks like Chittister is going to go to left field. Looks like shortstop Geller is going to come in to pitch.
Number 1, Seth Geller.
Looks like number 4 at shortstop.
So Tornes will go to shortstop. And he'll get a couple of warm-up pitches. We'll just go ahead and keep it here. 10-3 is your score. So again, this is our final athletic broadcast of the season, but CAS is not done bringing you some school activities, as now we are smack dab in the, well, actually we're not smack dab in the middle of it, but we're getting close to the graduation season, and we'll kick that off. My stepson Riley will be a part of this one. Belpre Eagles will have their graduation on May 17th, and then Ripley on May 22nd. Williamstown on the 27th, PHS on the 28th, and then South on the 29th. And remember, you don't necessarily have to be a subscriber to CAS. You can always catch it, so at least pass that around. You can see it on the YouTube page as well as their Facebook page as well, too. So plenty of different ways to check that out. If you know of some folks that are getting ready to graduate this year and you know you can't make it, you can still witness it by tuning in.
We got to figure out a way to make this competitive somehow. We can have some kind of, I don't know if you make it a field day or whatever you make it out there, you know. We could set up a boxing ring and have a smoker, you know. Belpre brings their toughest kids and the South brings their tough.
Cage match.
Just do something that, you know, to draw some viewers in here.
Inside there to Connor Elkins.
All right, the lead has ballooned. 10-3.
2 runs in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 4 so far in this 5th inning, and that has extended the lead. And boy, it was a huge lead. And he'll get in there with the slide. I don't think he even needed to do it, though.
Well, no worries of getting those frosty white pants dirty.
Maybe it'll carpet burn them a little bit, though, won't it? I mean,
could potentially. Yeah, these guys don't even get strawberries anymore when they slide.
Next pitch there.
I grew up playing down at Don Godby Field, and you would not believe, you would think ball fields next to the river would have some nice, soft, wet, loamy dirt. No way, man. It was like sliding in a parking lot.
It's going to catch the outside corner for the strike. 2-2 count to Connor Elkins. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 for 3 on the day. Inside.
And we got to hope to see Connor get on so he can show us the world's biggest lead at first base. That guy gets a lead halfway down the second.
Payoff pitch. Tap to the third baseman. And they'll just get the tag right there, unassisted. PHS, though, with 4 runs and now a 7-run lead as we move to the 6th inning. Back with more high school baseball on CAS 45, brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Enjoy an evening of great food, wine, brews, and live music at the Taste of Parkersburg. Join us Saturday, June 13th from 6 to 11 p.m. at Bicentennial Park and sample some of the best flavors from locally owned restaurants. Dance the night away with friends to live music from Gypsy River and Track 9. This is a cashless event. Cards accepted for tickets, wine, and beer, while some food vendors may take cash. Get tickets now at downtownpkb.com. Thank you to our title sponsor, Truist Bank.
If you're like most people, you check your bank accounts, you check your investments, but when was the last time you really checked your 401k? Do you have a regular 401k or a 401k Roth? Is it better to pay some taxes now or wait and pay all the taxes later? Markets change, life changes. Your strategy might need to change too. No pressure, just clarity and confidence. Let us take the scariness out of retirement. Give us a call for a free consultation.
Now for PHS, it was a rough, remember back in the third inning, the bottom half of the order for Marietta strung a couple of hits together and they were able to get some offense going and take that 3-1 lead. That seems like it's been a millennium ago at this point because PHS has put up now 9 runs in the last 3 innings, now with that comfortable 10-3 lead as we move to the top half of the 6th inning.
Yep, and it's not as if they're stringing together a bunch of hits and driving the ball all over the park, but they'll get a single here, a couple pass balls, a stolen base, base on ball. They're just creating runs and manufacturing offense, and that's what it takes to win games like this. Sometimes it's not pretty.
Hutchinson steps in the batter's box and faces the first pitch from Holland, sees a strike, as that is now Holland's 80th pitch of the game. Sweeping high curveball goes well outside. Yeah, did not sweep.
Did not sweep.
It forgot the sweep.
Yeah, forgot to curve.
Like I do from time to time.
Forgot to curve.
That one will get away and put the count now at 2-1.
Yep, looking a little loose with the ball out there now is Noah Holland. You got to wonder how long the leash is here before they get someone in here to clean this thing up.
Outside ball 3.
Yep, and that
3-1 the count.
And none of the 3 of those were close. They were so far off, I don't even remember the one that was a strike.
It was the very first one.
Excuse me.
So yeah, the first pitch was a strike, and then 4 well outside pitches.
Yep, and that's one of those instances where, with a 10-3 lead, it's easy to lose your focus out there for a pitcher. Not that that's what's happening. Perhaps that's just one batter, but you got to keep a close eye on the pitcher out here and not give Marietta the opportunity to crawl back in this thing.
Chittister comes to the plate now. A strikeout victim. He's also walked but was picked off. Holland corrects himself a bit with that first pitch strike.
Yeah, Chittister's done a good job there over at third base. Or I'm sorry, that was Carter Hutchinson playing third base. Chittister was the guy that was on the mound previously. But I was going to cite Carter Hutchinson's fine play over there at third base, despite a couple errant throws. But he's had a few well hit balls over there and made a few nice plays as well.
0-2 pitch now to Chittister, who fouled that one off the last pitch. And that was a very weak swing there. He didn't even need to appeal that one. He definitely broke the wrist on that one, and that will be the second time that he has struck out in this game.
Yep, Noah Holland pulled the string on him. He stopped out when it bounced in there about 60 feet, 1 inch. And unfortunately, Mr. Chittister could not hold up, and he goes back to the pine.
Jeremiah Lowry to the plate. He has popped out to the second baseman and walked, also picked off. 0 for 1 officially. First pitch of ball. Runner at first base for Marietta is Hutchinson. That is tapped in between the third base and shortstop. Base hits. And Marietta now with something cooking with just 1 out.
Well, that's Marietta's first hit in a century, it seems like.
First hit since the third inning, yep.
All right. Not quite a century, but a few innings anyway.
Still a lengthy amount of time, yes. Only the third one in the game.
All right, good opportunity here for Mr. Holland. Keep the ball down in the zone, get you a little ground ball, double play, get out of this inning. And
Zach Burge to the plate, 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out, but he has a chance to help out his teammates here with a good at bat. That one will not clip the outside corner, ball 1.
Gave it a look there, but he did not offer.
Yeah, Macho Bob, I do believe that we're going to see a couple of the final appearances here now for Holland, because the pitch count's looming a little high.
Yeah, if I see somebody down there on the left field line getting an arm loose. If he could just get that double play ball here, he might be able to get out there for the final inning and get the complete game.
Just clip the outside corner, 1-1 the count. Burge will get very close there to the line. And he still waved at that pitch. Taps it foul, 1-2 the count.
All right, look for that little breaking ball back on the inside half, right here.
And Burge
close
is
this one
hugging the plate right now. Cut there to stay alive at 1-2.
Hanging in there, Mr. Burge. Staying alive with runners first and second. 1 out. Top 6.
Picked up by the first baseman, throws down for the out at second. Could not get back to complete the double play. So 2 outs now. Runners at the corners.
Good job by the first baseman there to make an accurate throw to second and get the first out of 2. The relay to first, the turn was not in time. And now Marietta's got runners at the corners, 2 outs. And Elijah McLeish.
Single and a hit by a pitch, and he's also scored. Could be the final battle here for throw down. They're going to get him by a couple of feet. That was a ill-advised play there by Burge. It's going to go as a caught stealing, and that will close the inning. No runs scored for Marietta. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 10-3 PHS lead. Back with more on CAS 45.
Make a Mia Pizza on Grand Central Avenue in Vienna is more than just delicious pizza. Stop by and try one of our delicious burgers. Singles, doubles, and triples. We have 7 different styles to choose from. Or how about a customizable pasta bowl? So many combinations you won't believe your eyes. Don't forget the calzones, incredible subs, wings, salads, and so much more. During the month of May, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $10.99. Make a Mia Pizza in Vienna. Call or stop by today, and be sure to follow us on Facebook for the latest deals.
Hot in one room, cold in the next? No ductwork? No problem. Let Morrison Incorporated take the guesswork out of your comfort with a ductless system from Bryant. Installed practically anywhere, Bryant ductless systems are versatile, whisper quiet, use less energy, and save you money. Stop guessing when it comes to home comfort. There's a Bryant system to fit your needs.
Ask us about financing options available on qualifying purchases.
Call Morrison Incorporated today for customized solutions to your home comfort.
Morrison Incorporated, always ready with Bryant, whatever it takes.
Going very nicely now for the PHS Big Reds on senior night here. Final home game of the 2025-26 season. And after a little bit of a rough beginning of the game, they have settled in quite nicely. A couple of big innings over the last several, and now they enjoy a 10-3 lead bottom half of the 6th inning. Now a great possibility is score 3, you get out of the game, you're done. But if they can't do that, they still have a pretty comfortable lead. But I think if they do get out of this inning continuing on to the 7th inning, I think we're going to see a relief pitcher. It'll be interesting to see what they have to do because it's hovering 91 pitches for Holland, somewhere in that area, 95, excuse me. So I think Coach Burns is probably going to be pulling the plug, but let's see if they don't even need to worry about that. Whoa!
There's a little, I want to call that chin music, but I think it went behind his head.
Tyler's pretty dramatic, I mean, stand in there, put a little dirt on there, Tyler, you can handle that. There's no dirt. I forgot, sorry. And he says, I see that. Well, nice pickup. Let's see if he can beat it out.
Oh, my goodness, what a cannon from that shortstop, but just low, and the first baseman was handcuffed, and the ball trickles by, throwing error.
Well, it's obviously a single, right?
I don't know if I want to give him a throwing error, but it had such good velocity that the first baseman should have caught it, but...
Well, he's my nephew. I'm giving him a single.
I'm giving him a base hit. Tyler Cameron with the base hit. That ball was just too hard hit to handle.
It was a very, very impressive play. I mean, by the shortstop to just even make it as close as it was.
Well, to stand in there and get contact after the previous pitch was in your ear hole, I give him credit for that.
So he'll be at first base, and now Noah Holland. Cameron on the first pitch, stolen base.
He was just showing off for Coach Kimes right there, saying, look, Coach.
I've got wheels.
Give me the ball on the edge, run pass option.
So now runner at second now. 1 ball count to Noah Holland, who can help himself further. Starting to feel a nice little crispness to the air out there.
No, not me. I'm over here stuck behind this stupid plexiglass that I can't open.
I'm in the open air.
The windows don't open, are they?
Tap to the second baseman. He'll pick it up, throw over to record the outs.
I will say, we have some nice accommodations here. This is one of the few venues we go to where we actually get to sit in a press box.
Yes. Safe from the elements.
This is one of the more pleasant evenings that I've been a part of this year. Of course, we had, we were in the Worthington lowlands. We had a few tornadoes come through down there for softball, but.
Well, yeah, Brian just said in my ear that he goes, well, we have not had any rain so far this year, so.
Well, luckily for us.
Last year was pretty much, everything was torrential downpour last year. Pitch to Myers goes high, 2-0 count.
Oh, again, another one of these seniors up there want to make this final at bat something special. Let's see what Jackson Myers has to offer in his final at bat here at Bennett Stump Field.
Tapped foul.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances, like a monumental comeback from Marietta, or perhaps PHS continues to bat around and he could get another at bat. But for the sake of my rest and my sleep tonight, boy, this catcher has just had a rough go of it tonight.
That one actually went off the front of the mask of the umpire, but did not get far enough away for Cameron to give it a shot. So 3-1 count on Jackson Myers. Ground out, strikeout, walk, run scored. And that's going to hit him right between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, that'll be a memorable final at bat for Jackson Myers here at Bennett Stump Field. He wears that one right in the middle of the 4.
Runners at the corners. Let's see how long it takes for Myers to get on the horse. Cole Sisk to the plate, my favorite player with that walk-up song. But he did not even wait for him to pitch. Myers moved immediately.
Yeah, Seth Geller didn't even check anything to first base. He just chucked and fired to the plate. And a free stolen base there for the Big Reds.
That one will get away from Warden, but it'll go up the third base line. So Cameron stuck where he is. But 2 runners on, 1 out. Both runners in scoring position.
Infield in for the Marietta Tigers. All the infielders in on the edge of the grass.
side. Ball 3. 3-0 counts.
Up 10-3. Green light, no green light. Red light, take all the way.
He took.
3-1, now you're swinging. I think if you're in a tight ball game, maybe you give him the red light, but 10-3 game, swing away, kid.
That'll be picked up by Hutchinson. Throws over, gets the out. Run will score, though.
RBI, Cole Sisk. And that's Tyler Cameron comes diving across to score a run.
So runner at third, 2 outs.
All right, if C.J. Caritas can launch one out here onto the tennis court.
He does. I'll do it this way. He does represent the game-winning run right now at home plate.
He's one of those fast little guys. He could get an inside the park round tripper.
Puts down the bunt. Safety squeeze with 2 outs, though. So it will actually just go as a ground out. And that's how we'll end things. 11-3 is your score. Top half of the 7th. Who will come out to pitch for PHS? We'll find out in a bit as we are watching high school baseball on CAS Channel 45.
Does spring have you ready to leap into a new car, truck, SUV, or even recreation vehicle? Then don't just sit on the lily pad. Hop to it. The One Community Federal Credit Union annual car loan sale is happening now through May 15th with rates as low as 3.49%. That's your cue to spring into action. Bounce over to one of our preferred dealers in the Mid-Ohio Valley, pick out your perfect ride, and drive off with a deal that'll make you croak with excitement. One Community Federal Credit Union, Vienna and Parkersburg. Hop in, drive happy.
Doing paperwork for a loan is no fun. Hi, I'm Tiffany Keffer, a loan officer at Polaris Home Funding. Let me help you through the loan process. We specialize in government loans, doing FHA, USDA, and VA loans and grant programs. You may qualify with no or low money down. Call me at 304-299-9030 and I can take your application over the phone and start you in the first steps to your dream home.
Top half of the 7th inning. This is the final at bats for Marietta, theoretically.
And you see the man out there, number 1 on the mound, Noah Holland, going to try to finish off this complete game. What'd you say? He's got 15 pitches.
If they're going by the threshold of 110, that is the case. So he'll have to do this efficiently. Well within the reach if he three pitches per batter. 1, 2, 3. You know. The math works.
Like if I could get a prop bet, I'd get on DraftKings and put it in right now. I think he's going to get it done inside 15 pitches. Let's see if it happens. Make a little $5 side bet here if you want, Mike. Is that legal? Can we do that on CAS?
Sure. There are no rules. Sam Anderson, he will be a pinch hitter for the Tigers. He'll foul off the first pitch.
Well, he came right off the bench ready to swing away, didn't he?
Number 7, Sam Anderson.
The lone Tiger who had not got into this game yet, now officially in it. Holland with the pitch, sweeping curveball that crosses the plate for a strike. So far, the numbers are working, Macho Bob.
That was a sweeping curveball. Not a lot of break on it, just hangs out there, and
Holland just needs to bring it. Low, ball 1, 1 and 2 the count. Holland not happy with that.
He didn't like that call very much.
Expressed a slight amount of disapproval. The sign brings the pitch, swung on, defensive swing, but it'll go as a strikeout.
Yeah, that was self-defense. He was probably going to wear that one in the chest, but kind of had to swing just to get out of the way of it.
Malachi Booker to the plate, 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 3rd, but struck out in the 5th.
All right, that bet's looking good so far.
Shows bunt and fouls it. That caused Elam to come in from his third base position.
Yeah, he was going for the 8-run bunt there. You never know. My favorite bunt of all time is Jake Taylor's bunt in Major League when he calls his shot.
That will go to the very capable glove of Jackson Myers.
Next up for the Tigers, number 6.
And that's the second out. So the final hopes for the Tigers rest with the very tired Owen Warden. No, excuse me. No, yeah, that is Warden. Yeah, he's been the catcher. He has been test and stretched.
All right, 9 pitches to get it done. Can our man Noah Holland out here get this batter retired? Well, actually, once he starts the batter, he can throw as many pitches as he wants to this batter. So, all right, prop bet scores. I win $5.
I don't know if that was sanctioned by the West Virginia Lottery, though, right?
No, I don't believe so.
That will be called a strike. 1-1 the count. A 3-run third inning for Marietta. That caused a little bit of uneasiness for the Big Reds, but they have scored in each inning since then. Extended lead to 11-3, and now have a chance to finish off the game now as the Tigers are down to their final strike. 1-2 count to Warden. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the 7th inning, PHS leading 11-3.
A lot of 2s out there in a row. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 22 pitches for the Marietta Tigers pitcher over there. 3-3-3 just below that. And 1 more pitch for Noah Holland.
Outside corner strike and ball game.
All right, Noah Holland with the complete game, 100, and does that say 5 or 6 pitches?
106 pitches, struck out 6, gave up the 3 runs, and one of them, remember, got on as a result of an error, so he actually will only have 2 earned runs in this game. But final score, 11-3, and the Big Reds complete their home schedule with a victory, and as you said, important now they're above 500 with now the record at 14-13. One final game, they got to travel to take on a very tough Athens ball team there, and so they'll have to at least get the opportunity now. They are at least guaranteed to finish the season with a 500 record.
Yep, and a good bounce back victory from getting no hit and shutout to I wouldn't call it an explosive offense last night, but 11 runs is better than 0.
11-3 your final score, and thank you so much for your support for CAS 45 all throughout the season, from football to wrestling to soccer to volleyball to men's and women's basketball and to the spring sports as well. It's been a fun time bringing you all these great sports all throughout the year, and don't forget about the graduation season that we are falling into very, very soon. The next time you'll see a high school related activity on CAS will be coming up on May the 17th. That is a Sunday. And that will be the Belpre High School graduation. You can check out cscable.com, and also you can find them on Facebook as well for all the upcoming activities as well. It's been a pleasure once again this season, Macho Bob. Thank you very much for that fine job all throughout the season.
Hey, listen, as always, it doesn't matter if you wear red and white or blue and white. We all wear red, white, and blue, and united we will stand.
Well said, my friend. When we had a great job by all of our camera operators as well all throughout the season, too, and then a fine job in the truck, as always, by the one and only Brian Guthrie. Folks, thanks so much for being a part of the season. And again, check out the graduation season upcoming for Macho Bob. I am Mike Cameron. Thank you so very much. Have a great rest of your evening.